Can you hear the music?
Yes, and I can see there's a recording. It says recording now.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, this is great. We're starting the show a little bit different with a little bit of background music, and it's called Tuesday Morning Jazz. Because you know what? In the stress of the world, in the stress of the country, and quite frankly, for dear Tessa and I this morning with technical glitches, it's called Tuesday Techie. It was a bit much. It was a bit much. But friends, this is good morning here at the K Factor on Blog Talk Radio, where K equals kindness, and the factors are all the things that lead to it. And so I've brought to you yet again another dose of sugar and spice and everything nice, something very kind. Tessa Greenspan. Good morning, Tessa.
Good morning.
How you doing
I
today?
want to say everything is working out in divine order. So whatever happens is working out, and we really need to breathe deep 3 times
uh,
and then let it go. So, this is what the world really needs now is I would encourage every single person to take 3 deep breaths, uh, pull it in to the count of 10, hold it for the count of 10, and then let it go for the count of 10. This will make such a difference in your life, and it changes your mindset of where you are, whether you're worried, whether you're frustrated, no matter what has happened, this sort of gets you back on the right path.
yeah.
And all those that are listening, I encourage you to do this. Actually, many times throughout the day, if you feel that something is happening that is not pleasant or that is making you frustrated or that's not going your way,
Yeah.
then breathe deep 3 times, breathe in 10 times, hold it 10, and then let it go 3 times and test it. Test it. See for yourself.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put just a little tweak on that. There's a lot of people whose capacity is different. And so in breathing in, do not hyperventilate. And if you can just breathe in deep, through your mouth and your nose, and even if you just hold it for a nanosecond at the top and then let it go and just push it out, just it really is cleansing
Yes, it is.
and
Yes,
you
it is.
won't get dizzy.
That's true. So, I mean, you can do it either way.
You're in great shape. So you can
I feel that if you hold it, huh?
I said, you're in great shape, so you can probably do that.
Oh, hold it for 10? Yes. Well, I think anybody can. So hold it for however long you can. Let's put it this way.
Yeah.
Maximum, I think, are the really most beneficial is 10. If you can't do that, do it just 3. Whatever you can, do it 3 times because it will help you. It will help you get more centered. It will help you be more peaceful. And it will help you change your mindset from whatever frustrations or anger or whatever is happening. And we have much of things that are going on. It's so important for you to take care of yourself.
Yes.
It's so important for you to get back to what makes you happy, no matter what is going on in the world. It's so important for you to love yourself, no matter what's going on in the world. It's so important for you to know what is important in your life. Get back to the center rather than letting things throw you off path.
Yeah.
It's really so, there are many things going on. The truth of the matter is, though, you cannot, and another person cannot affect you unless you let them. So I'm encouraging every single person that's listening, don't let other people or situations in the world affect your inner peace.
So the theme of November for you and I on our show all month is thankful in a whole new way. And today's episode is really about just what we're talking about, a new way of gratitude of the self. And people we all have our practices, right? And we've got these different
Yeah.
things that we've learned how to do over the years, and some of them conscious and some of them not so much conscious. And in terms of gratitude of the self, sometimes people think, well, I'll wait and I'll have a spa day, or I'll go shopping, or I'll go to a movie. That's all fine, but the things that we're talking about in addition to that are the internal things, the things that Tessa just said, where it's about your breathing. I mean, one of the things, this might sound just so funny. I did a Facebook Live today and out on the lake. And I said, one of the things that I do first thing in the morning before I let overwhelm come over to me and just take me over, put me in a plastic bag and try to suffocate me. How's that for a visual? I I immediately say, I am so glad for my ability to breathe.
Yes.
I
Yes.
mean, seriously, that is the most vital thing for us in this life. If you've ever lost your breath or had
Yeah.
it compromised, it is never the same after that, right?
So true. It's so true.
And it's the core of meditation, it's the core of the yogi, it's the
Yes, it
core of
is.
the Tibetan
Mhm.
monks. Yeah, we don't stop and think about that.
This is so true. So breathing. The first thing, and we're talking about gratitude and gratefulness.
Yeah.
The first thing I do every single morning is thank you. When the minute I wake up, thank you,
Yep.
thank you, thank you. And we've said this before, is I encourage every single person throughout the day, find things that you can say, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful for this. Thank you. It's so important, especially with all the things going on, for you to get back to what you have to be thankful for,
100%.
what you personally have to be thankful for, and be grateful for yourself. Love yourself. And I've said it many times, but look in the mirror and say, I love you. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. Be grateful for yourself that you are in good shape. Whatever you have, be grateful for this. Maybe your family, whatever it is so important for you to be thankful and grateful for. Not just at
Right.
Thanksgiving
Right.
time, but
Right.
all year,
Every
every
day.
day.
Every day. Throughout the day. I mean,
Throughout.
I got a speeding ticket last week, and I said to the police officer, they're so used to having people be, attacking them. And I said, I just want to say something to you. And he said, what? I said, thank you. Because you might have saved my life because I was going too fast. And he said, well, I've never heard that before. I said,
So it's little things that can make a
yes.
major difference. Little things for others. One of part of being thankful and grateful is the kindness. We're on the kindness factor. So being kind helps you to be more grateful for yourself because it helps you. Not only does it help another person, but just doing a little something, being thankful, being kind to someone helps you to be thankful and grateful for your own life. There are many, many people who do not have what you have.
Right.
Be
And
great.
each one of us never had before what we have today. And no matter
It's
what it
true.
is, we need to do that.
That's very true.
So here's a little trick I want to teach. There's all kinds of little sticky notes that you can have.
Yeah,
Are you seeing it forwards or backwards?
it's backwards.
Okay. Can you see it that way?
Not really. Hmm.
So water holds vibration better than any other liquid.
Yes.
So if you take it and you put your sign on it, now I usually do this on my picture, and I will put a label or two: grateful, peace, happiness, insight, appreciation of my life. I will put that on my water and let my water sit, and I will meditate and hold on to it in that vibration at that moment, so that I am really infiltrating that cellular activity in the water, so that when I'm drinking it in, oh, I'm feeling it. And we know this is not flaky research. It's called cellular activity and frequency of the cells and screaming water. If you Google any of those in Google, but particularly Google Scholar, you'll find that the science behind this is amazing, isn't it?
It is. And I have a 5-gallon container that I put a special water in, and then I have all of these words taped across it, typed. It's blessings, thankful, grateful, fun, happy, successful, prosperous. I have all of these words
Yeah.
on this big container. So every time I get the water out of it, I read all of the words.
All right. So what is the special water? What are you talking about?
Oh, I have a special water that is filtered water. Filtered
Oh,
water.
okay.
Mhm.
So you're not taking it just from the tap.
No,
You're
no.
taking it from the tap in a filtration device.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I do Brita water,
And
and
that's good.
and there's different reviews about all the water. Here's what I want to know. Can I have a piece of property with fresh spring water?
Wouldn't that be wonderful? Yes. Yes.
I'm really pretty ready.
Mhm. That's good. Well, in spring water, there's nothing like it. I mean, it's pure.
I know.
So, and the more we nourish ourselves with good water, the more we have to be thankful and grateful for it, the better condition we'll be in, the better ourselves will be.
Absolutely. So we're getting some really nice activity from this show that you and I are doing, and I want to in the way of doing gratitude in a whole new way. I want to make mention of that because when you put your energy into something that you love, when you put your energy into a dynamic with another person that you love, like in our friendship, you create another value for people that really is about beautiful energy and peacefulness and a discovery of something that they never thought about or heard before.
That's true. When you share something that is really good, it doubles.
Yeah, it really does. So I
Mhm.
notice when I'm doing, there's still some episodes that I do solo, and I find myself getting really animated as I'm trying to create energy for two. And it's just never the same. I mean, I think it's probably a blessing if you can be a person who can spend time alone and be very self entertaining. I just don't know if it's quite as entertaining for the audience out there, but for you and I coming together, cheers of clean water to that.
Yes, yes. Mhm.
So in terms of the things that we could do that is gratitude of the self, what do you think is a really new way for people to think about this?
I don't know that there's many new ways. I think, again, just uh, more and more to be thankful and grateful. Even at nighttime, the stars, and I have something that makes me so happy. And this is another thing, to surround yourself with things that make you happy.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't have to be expensive, it can be a little thing. I have a lot of hearts in my house, but I have these beautiful lights on they're Christmas lights, but they don't look like Christmas lights, on my huge wall, my huge living room, the windows. I turn it on every night and I am so happy. A little thing. I am so happy to see that. It just looks beautiful. And what fun every single night, all year long. I
Okay.
turned my lights on and they burned out. And so I was out for probably 3 or 4 months, and Costco had them. So I went to Costco, and not only did I buy the two that fit on my windowsill, but I bought two extra because I never want to be out of them again.
And I've seen those lights. They're delightful in your home.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Yes.
that is something new. So a new way of gratitude that we see, that's one of the things that we do is we start to think, well, there's nothing new. And then you start to think about it and something that made you happy, like a
Yes.
whole new way of gratitude. I'll tell you, I am drinking out of a coffee mug today that is a nice feminine sized, small circumference, small diameter. I always get confused between circumference and diameter. Small cup and tall, but I have gratitude for this because my mom had two, and I may have given her these. But when I pick these up and I drink from them, I remember very clearly in my heart her frequency, her vibration, her experience in my daily life that was about gentility. And, even when she was ill and we were spending every single day of our life together for years, there was always something that was lovely about her.
And how wonderful. And so this is what's really important for all of us to get out of everything's happening in the world and go in your home, with your family, all of these things. That's a really little example. I have this wonderful cup that's all hearts, and that makes me happy too. So find little things. You can get something at a garage sale. You do not have to spend a lot of money
Yeah.
to find little things that make you happy. And I say, do not bring anything in your house unless you absolutely love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It can be very sparse, but do not bring anything in your house unless you absolutely love it.
Yeah.
And that may not make sense to a lot of people, but think about this. When you're surrounded by everything that you love, it helps you to be more grateful. Think
Oh,
about
yeah, absolutely.
it.
100%. So right now, we've got what is your thinking and your heart sense about with the way that the country is in this state of flux and confusion and uncertainty? How can we help our listening audience feel a gratitude of the self that'll help them thrive during this period of time? Because a lot of people are complaining about overwhelm and not feeling quite well.
Well, I say get back into your own self, into your own home. We can't control what's going on. And I have a big thing in saying is that everything is working out in divine order. It is not mine to fix. If I can do something to help, I will. It's so important though to get back to our inner being, to our inner self, to our family, what's important to us, because we haven't lost that. No matter what happens in the world, we still have this.
Yeah.
So it's important to be thankful and grateful for that of our surroundings. So it is so important to also love ourselves. I know I'm a broken record on this. The point of it is the more you do, the more you can appreciate yourself. Be thankful for yourself. And we're talking about gratitude and thankfulness. On Thanksgiving Day, I always said, let's go around the table and tell us what you have to be thankful and grateful for.
Mhm.
Because people forget. And I would suggest that you do that, especially in this month, but every night go around your table and ask each one what you have to be thankful and grateful for this day. What was fun? What do you appreciate? It really will make a major difference. And it just livens up the dinner table instead of talking about the things that are going on in the world that you cannot do anything about.
Mhm. So for those people who are living alone, who are solo, when you are engaging with people during the day on the phone or on Zoom, or you have those occasions of being able to see one another live, it's a really good practice to say what
Thank
it
you.
is that you're grateful about that
You
person.
know, I say thank you. I don't have to have anybody here. And also listen to happy music. I, this morning, I always play several, Welcome Holy Spirit, but What a Wonderful World by
Oh yeah.
Israel. And so I will, it's really What a Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong,
Yeah.
and then Somewhere Over the Rainbow by Israel. And I have found where he sings too, Somewhere Over the Rainbow and What a Wonderful World together.
Mhm.
So it's really so important.
It is important. And one of the things that I really like that I've got an Alexa device, an Echo. And all I have to do Yeah, we can't play it on here because
Yeah.
it's licensed, but absolutely. The on Alexa, when you just tell her what it is that you want to hear, you can even tell her what mood you're in and what you need to hear, the kind of medicine you need for healing.
Yes. Yes, that's another way. Yes.
Yeah.
So, what other ways? I think it's really important for us to give our listeners things that will help them inside. And I think that we have done that today.
Yeah.
Gratitude. The more you're grateful, the more will come to you to be grateful for. It is proven. What you put out into the world comes back. What you sow, you'll reap. You know, the law of karma. What you put out will come back to you.
And on that note, we're through this episode. This is your host and hostess, and I'm going to just play us a little bit of our legal outgoing music and adjust the volume just a skosh for us here. So raise your cuppa.
Yes. So I have.
We will. There you go. Say for this day, this is Dr. Deb Carlin and Tessa Greenspan here on Tuesdays with Tessa. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Peace out.